Are odd shifts really getting on to you? Sometimes you're thrown in the morning shift, sometimes you have to do the night shift, sometimes you're forced to come in for the evening shift. Are you unable to disconnect from work? Even when you're home, all that you're doing is thinking about work. Have you become a workaholic? Are you now actually enjoying spending more time at work than home? Well, if you're one of those who's either flung into these odd shifts or you only feel like working all the time, then you need to really worry about your health. Erratic work culture has serious implications on our health. According to the World Health Organization's last year report, long working hours led to 7,45,000 deaths from stroke and heart disease in 2016. An evident increase of 29% since the year 2000 and 2016. Look at the number of deaths in the year 2021. 7,45,000 deaths. In the year 2016, 3,98,000 deaths. India already is considered the diabetes capital of the world. Erratic work hours has an impact on your health vis-a-vis diabetes. The study concludes that working 55 or more hours per week is associated with an estimated 35% higher risk of a stroke and also 17% risk of dying from heart disease. This is compared to working just about 35 to 40 hours a week.
About 6 to 8 hours of intense working should be good, provided you're able to handle that.
According to a new study, youngsters are at a higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes due to prolonged working hours and erratic shift culture. Diabetes clearly isn't a disease of the elderly. People falling in the age bracket of 30 to 40 years are getting diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. About 30% of people with diabetes fall in the age group of below 45. Well, we all know that long working hours obviously means that you then don't have time to eat right, to eat well, and also to exercise, which means it's adding to your obesity. It also interferes with your sleep cycle. When we suddenly change our sleep patterns, the body gets confused.
When we sort of disrupt the cycle by working at unusual hours or for long hours, we affect a hormone which regulates our sleep called as melatonin.
Our body has a natural internal clock which sets itself according to our daily routine activities. Disruptions impair beta cell function and insulin sensitivity, resulting in impaired glucose tolerance. Circadian disturbances acutely impact glycemic control and thereby may increase the risk for impaired glucose tolerance and the transition to diabetes. One can't stop working, so what then really is the solution to this? The answer lies in the way corporates look at their employees. Corporates essentially need to understand that health is wealth. An unhealthy employee can't be a great worker. Like health insurance, the well-being of an employee is equally important. There needs to be certain measures to curb the increasing case of diabetes in young working people. Many companies like Google, ConocoPhillips, Colliers International have been letting their employees exercise during working hours. In fact, they're introducing new techniques for the better health of their workforce.
One can create slots of 10, 15 minutes or half an hour where people who are working actually can take a break and do some physical activity, and also create kind of small gyms.
Also, an effort must be made to educate your employees about fitness regimes and what they can do to help themselves.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today Newsmo.